Hello, my name is Stephen Patrick Helm. I'm a member of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, and you're watching Devo with Stevo. It's good to be back. I wonder, have you been doing a lot of TV watching or streaming lately? Hey, I know I have. Well, if you've done any at all for the past several years, then you probably noticed the popularity of cooking shows, especially cooking competitions. There's so many of them out there, from baking shows to outdoor grilling, even cooking shows with kids, and those are particularly fun. But my personal favorite is a show called Chopped. Have you watched Chopped? Hey, it's only been on for 55 seasons, so if you missed it, let me quickly catch you up. It's a simple concept. It goes just like this. You've got 4 chefs competing to make the best meal in front of the judges, all to win $10,000. There's 3 rounds where each round one chef is eliminated or chopped, and until you get to the last round where the 2 chefs go head-to-head for the grand prize. Now, they can make anything they want. The only catch is that each chef is given a mystery basket, and inside the basket are ingredients that they must use in whatever dish they're going to make. Now, the first time I watched Chopped, I was intrigued by this idea, and the first reveal when they opened up their baskets, it was the final round, and the 2 chefs had to make a delicious dish out of gummy bears and octopus. Now, I don't know about you, but I was amazed and thinking, how in the world are you going to make anything good out of gummy bears and octopus? Well, I wish I could tell you what they made. I don't remember. But whatever it was delicious enough to win $10,000. But it got me thinking, how many times do we take, a personal inventory of what we have, of our skills, our gifts, our abilities? And do we look at them often and think, I don't know, are they good enough? Or am I just left with a basket of gummy bears and octopus? Especially in the light of when Jesus asks us to serve, to lead, to take part in a ministry, whether it's at church or at school, at home, in our community. Do we look at our inventory and say, it's not good enough? Well, if you're familiar with the gospel lesson of the feeding of 5,000, it's in all 4 gospels after all. It's a great story where Jesus has been teaching, healing, and speaking to a crowd of 5,000 men, not including the women and children, which probably means the total was over 15,000 people, and he's spending the whole day with them. Well, at the end of the day, the disciples finally tell Jesus, Lord, it's getting late. We should send these people home so that they could go get something to eat. Well, Jesus says to the disciples, you don't have to send them away. You give them something to eat. Well, the disciples, they take an inventory of sorts of what they have, of their resources, of what they have to give, and they find that all they have to share are 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. So they say to Jesus, Lord, this isn't enough. This isn't going to cut it. This isn't going to feed all these people. Jesus simply says, give it to me. Give it to me. And so the disciples obey, and they hand over all that they have to Jesus. Jesus takes that, he blesses it, and he passes it out to all the people. And that is where the miracle happens. The disciples obey, Jesus blesses, he passes it out, and everyone is satisfied. They're all full, so much so that there's still leftover bread and fish to spare. So remember, if we're faithful to share our time, our talents, our treasures, whatever it is that we have, whether we think it's enough to go around or even good enough to share it all, Jesus is able to take that, multiply it, and meet the needs and satisfy others. It's a ministry of abundance, and if we give the little, Jesus will turn it into a lot. It's his invitation to us to take part and to be the miracle. Peace be with you.